Thanks for joining us. 5 and 5 covers 5 news items of the day in 5 minutes. The clock is ticking. Let's get started. 1. Bruce Orr interviewed behind closed doors with the House Judiciary and Government Oversight Committees on Monday. This is part of the committee's investigation of the FBI's and the DOJ's actions regarding the 2016 election. If you don't remember, Bruce Orr was once the 4th highest official at the Department of Justice. He was in regular contact with Christopher Steele, the Dirty Dossier author for Fusion GPS. Fusion GPS is also the company where Bruce Orr's wife, Nellie, works. According to Representative Matt Gaetz, within the first few hours of testimony, a number of, quote, factual conflicts arose. Basically, folks, based on the 8-hour testimony Bruce Orr provided, either he, Lisa Page, or Glenn Simpson are lying. Also revealed by Bruce Orr, the FBI and DOJ leaked information to the press and then would utilize those press reports as separate sources on FISA warrant applications. Testimony continues on Tuesday. 2. In Tehran, Iranian President Hassan Rouhani was summoned to Parliament for the first time during his 5 years in power for questioning. Parliament wanted answers regarding Iran's rising prices, unemployment, and the sharp fall of the rial. The entire session was broadcast live on television within the country. Rouhani pinned blame on U.S. sanctions and the U.S. exiting the Iran deal. The Iranian parliament expressed dissatisfaction with Rouhani's responses and are considering whether this indicates a breach of legal obligations by the president. 2 days ago, the Iranian parliament voted to fire Rouhani's economy minister, Masoud Karbazian, and earlier this month, Labor Minister Ali Rabi was similarly sacked. The addressing of the economic woes of Iran illustrates that the Shiite Muslim theocracy recognizes the anger of its population of 80 million people. Mass protests and strikes have occurred across the country for most of this year. Banker Farad Jabari said, quote, "Our problems are not caused by America, Israel, or any other country. This is the result of what we have done by ourselves. Unfortunately, those who are in power do not want to accept this fact."
3. This segment is an update on our special report on the PA Grand Jury report on child sex abuse in the Catholic Church. There have been a couple of stories since our video, so first up, we're seeing the first lawsuit stemming from the report. James Seata, a victim of sexual assault as a child in the 1970s, is suing the Pittsburgh Diocese as a result of cover-up that disallowed him to file criminal charges. Cardinal Donald Wuerl, former Bishop of Pittsburgh, currently serving as Archbishop of Washington, D.C., will no longer have his name attached to a Pittsburgh area high school. In 2013, when North Catholic High School moved campuses, they honored Wuerl by adding his name to the school. Now it looks like they'll be reverting back to their original moniker after alumni petitioned and withdrew donations in wake of the grand jury report. Pennsylvania Attorney General Josh Shapiro restated his allegations that the Vatican was aware of inappropriate sexual conduct and its cover-up within the church during Tuesday's Today Show on NBC. Though he's unsure if Pope Francis himself was aware, Shapiro asserts the state has evidence the Vatican had knowledge of events listed in the report released earlier this month. For more information, click the links below.
4. Looks like the Pope continues to have a bad August, as mentioned previously regarding the Vatican's awareness of abuse. Add to that, Archbishop Carlo Maria Vigano accusing high-ranking Vatican officials, including the Pope, of knowing about the sexual abuse perpetrated by D.C. Archbishop Theodore McCarrick. McCarrick has since resigned post-investigation, which determined the accusation was credible. Archbishop Vigano wrote, "There has been a, quote, conspiracy of silence," end quote, and he called for Pope Francis to resign for his inaction regarding priesthood abuses. In the letter dated August 22, 2018, Archbishop Vigano notes his disappointment in stating that, quote, "I had always believed and hoped that the hierarchy of the church would find within itself the spiritual resources and strength to tell the whole truth, to amend and to renew itself. That is why, even though I had repeatedly been asked to do so, I avoided making statements to the media, even when it would have been my right to do so, in order to defend myself against the calumnies published about me, even by high-ranking prelates of the Roman Curia." 5. A couple of shining examples of CNN's lack of candor, or as normal folks call it. First up, CNN analyst Jeffrey Toobin claims Antifa is an African-American organization, and he calls POTUS racist.
Antifa is widely perceived as an African-American organization, and this is just part of the same story of LeBron James and Don Lemon and Maxine Waters and the NFL players and the UCLA basketball players. This is about black versus white. This is about Donald Trump's appeal to racism, and It just happens all the time.
Then, on July 26th, the organization reported that according to an unnamed source, Michael Cohen was going to rat out POTUS to special counsel Robert Mueller, that Cohen was there when Trump was told about Don Jr.'s meeting with the Russians. Other mockingbirds ran with the story. CNN's unnamed source, Lanny Davis. Following the revelation, questions were raised over the validity over Lanny Davis's statements. Davis has since stated he's no longer confident that his statements are true. That's the 5 and 5. Be sure to further your own research by following the links in the description. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.